How you doing? It's your boy, Jimmy J Smooth, touching down at the 832, live and direct in full effect. And y'all already know how Jimmy J Smooth do. I just wanted to do a video on, let me get this echo out of here. Let me get this echo out of here real quick. Sorry about the inconvenience. I wanted to do a direct response, well, a response to brother 78 Sports, a person who I respect dearly, you know, but I have to disagree with a particular talking point or a few talking points about this Sotomayor versus or Crispy Coon situation versus Tariq Nasheed. And I'm going to start the video off by saying this is not a bash on 78 Sports. He's a pretty good brother. He's pretty much on point. But my problem with that is how the hell are you going to be ignorant to the fact that Tariq Nasheed is clowning Tommy Sotomayor? Now, I'm gonna go back to uh, my Facebook post, and I'm just going to talk about this alone, the first six things, and I'm gonna digress with my other points later. But first of all, Tariq has damn good reason to get at Tommy Sotomayor. First of all, if you know anything about Tommy Sotomayor, the last thing you're going to even say is Tommy Sotomayor is an intelligent brother. If you know anything about Tommy Sotomayor, this dude has been cooning all the way back to early 2014. Now, prior to 2013, the cooning he was doing is pretty much swept under the rug for the most part. But the first thing you need to know is Tommy Sotomayor co-signed Donald Sterling discriminating against black people. Yes, he did. He discriminated against black people, which led to him evicting not only a disabled black woman, which he ended up having to pay millions of dollars. The federal government forced him to do this, by the way. You know, so anytime you co-sign a blatant white supremacist like Donald Sterling, you are a traitor at that point. Now, not only he co-signed a white supremacist like Donald Sterling, he co-signed motherfuckers like David Duke. He co-signed people shooting unarmed black people, unarmed black civilians. He's also went on Fox News multiple times, most recently with the Tommy Lauren, Babylon Bimbo bitch. He actually went on Fox News and threw black people under the bus. Another thing you need to know is this dude owes child support for at least two of his children that he did not even raise. And we're talking about kids, according to court documents, he ain't spent a fucking dime on those kids. Another thing is he's thrown black people under the bus multiple times on his YouTube page. So how the hell are you going to respond to Tariq Nasheed in an action verb talking point of him being a fucking coon? If you're ignorant to the situation, don't be on YouTube yelling to the top of your voice about to have a fucking heart attack. And this is no disrespect to you. I know you're ignorant to the situation because you're on the outside looking in, but don't put all that energy on your YouTube video referring to Tariq Nasheed as cooning. That action verb does not go with Tariq Nasheed. The things he's done for the entire black community and done for black scholars, the things he's done for black scholars, such as the late Frances Cress Welsing, rest in peace to that sister. But a lot of her money came because Tariq Nasheed put her in the Hidden Color series. Before then, she wasn't making a lot of money. People don't really understand it. She wasn't making a lot of money before Tariq Nasheed. A lot of her money came because she was associated with Tariq Nasheed. Brother George Frazier. You know, he was making money before Tariq Nasheed because he was in network marketing and a multitude of other things. And he owned a shitload of businesses. But brother Tariq Nasheed has given that brother a lift. Claude Anderson, more people are fucking with Claude Anderson because of Tariq Nasheed. So for you to say anything about him being a coon, dude, please do your damn research. Please stop being ignorant to this shit. You should not refer to Tariq. Fix your mouth to refer to Tariq Nasheed as a damn coon. That does not go. That action verb does not go with Tariq Nasheed. Period. This is a person that I've been mentored by and everything. That does not go with Tariq Nasheed. Has he done some fucked up shit? Yes, he said some inaccurate shit. I'm not gonna lie. But that action verb should not go with Tariq Nasheed. Period. That action verb goes with hoe ass Tommy Sotomayor. And then you said he should have got with Tommy Sotomayor on the side. First of all, anytime a nigga will throw a black people under the bus, first of all, who even went on video saying he was gonna get at Tariq Nasheed and his family members. Oh, you need to be embarrassed in front of white folks. If you got the nuts to talk shit about black folks in front of white folks, you should get embarrassed in front of white folks. And let me give you another education talking point. The Haitian Revolution was started because they seeped out the fucking coons. Let's not get this twisted. You had to get at Toussaint L'Ouverture, the leader of the Haitian Revolution, had told the Creole people who was tap dancing and cooning for the French Napoleon army, talking about, oh, we Creole, we're not black. So Toussaint L'Ouverture had told them, okay, so since you're not black, anybody who claiming Creole right now, you kill they motherfucking ass. And they got with the fucking program. Niggas like that, you don't necessarily gotta literally physically slaughter niggas like that, even though at some point you're going to have to. Sometimes you gotta verbally slaughter a motherfucker like that. Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed is like night and day. Tariq Nasheed and Tommy Sotomayor is on one side of the universe to another. You cannot put that action verb with Tariq Nasheed. You can put it with Tommy Sotomayor all day. But a Negro like him who don't take care of his kids, who's got a longer jail record than the motherfucking IFFA shit. This motherfucker got a bigger jail record than fucking NBA records. Shit. What the fuck? And this nigga's intelligent? Come on, bro. You gotta do more research than that. I assure you. If you do your research on Tommy Sotomayor, the way you talk about Stephen A. Smith cooning, Stephen A. Smith looked like a fucking circus clown compared to fucking Tommy Sotomayor cooning. You're saying, well, you shouldn't get at a brother unless you get at George Zimmerman. First of all, did you forget George Zimmerman has been paid millions of dollars? You should not be ignorant to this situation. George Zimmerman has got millions on top of millions. This dude done got away with shit on top of shit because he's paid. Now, if we're going to have a conversation about how we can plan on getting at this motherfucker, okay, let's do that. But motherfuckers like Tommy Sotomayor, that motherfucker's a mascot for white supremacy. And no, this is not to beat up on 78 Sports. I respect what you do. This is not a diss to your YouTube channel, but I'm dissing a particular talking point you have. You should never refer to Tariq Nasheed as that action verb of Tariq Nasheed as cooning. That does not go together. Have Tariq been wrong about some things? Of course. One particular instance, he said Mariah Carey didn't have a lot of hits. And I know he was just saying that off the wall, but shit, Mariah Carey has more #1 hits than ever. Am I going talk shit about Tariq Nasheed? No. And that's just an example. I named it's a couple of inaccurate things he said, but that does not deflect, that does not take away from the things that he's been accurate on. Because I guarantee you, if you follow Tariq Nasheed, listen to any of his YouTube videos, listen to any of his Ustream videos, his live videos, there's times where I find what he say before a lot of people in the chat room just off, because I'm always by a computer when Tariq Nasheed talks. That's the reason why a lot of times I hold off on some of the radio shows I do, because the brother just be dropping signs like that. And if you don't know what you don't know, why respond to something that you don't know, sir? A nigga like Tommy Sotomayor does not deserve respect like another civilized black person. He deserves to be treated just like a fucking white supremacist mascot that the fuck he is. I don't fuck with niggas like Crispy Coons, aka Tommy Sotomayor, aka Thomas Hodges. I don't fuck with niggas like that. If I seen this nigga up in Houston right now, and mark my words, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna beat the shit out of motherfucking Thomas Hodges. You can bet your ass. I will go to the Harris County Jail up in downtown Houston just for a motherfucker like Tommy Sotomayor, aka Thomas Hodges. Ass name out there. George Zimmerman, if he come to Houston, he gonna get that same work, and probably even worse. I'll take that L. I'll take an L for Tommy Sotomayor, and I'll take an L for George Zimmerman if you want to go there. But don't sit up here and do all that yelling and screaming, talking about you hurt by two niggas going at it when you refer to Tommy Sotomayor as intelligent. If you know anything about Tommy Sotomayor, and I will put the video up if I have to, just to show you how big of a fucking tap dancing, shoe shining coon fucking Tommy Sotomayor is. And this goes for anybody. If you're gonna take up for Tommy Sotomayor after all the shit he said, that doesn't go together. Something is wrong with you at that point. You co-signing Donald Sterling, a bitch nigga like Donald Sterling, David Duke? Come on now. But I just wanted to respond to that. And I'm saying this. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. But this is just a particular point I have to call people out on, because sometimes people are just ignorant to certain things and they put too much energy in ignorance. And I have to educate people. And this is where I'm being the educator at this point, because a dude like 78 Sports, I'm not going to go over here and say he's a coon for saying that about Tariq Nasheed. Of course not. You don't know what you don't know. But you have to hold back on your energy of what you don't know. So I'm going to end this video, man. I say subscribe to his channels. He talks about racism in boxing and other sports. And he's a real good dude. But I just have to holler at you on that, because it don't make any sense. Once again, this is your boy Jimmy J Smooth, touching down at the 832, live and direct in full effect. You know what I'm saying? And y'all already know how I do. Peace out.